As we head into 2025, you may be wondering, is it still possible to make a living playing poker in 2025? My name is Rob Gardner. I am a 20 plus year poker professional and content creator. And by the end of this video, I will explain to you why 2025 could be one of the best years of poker yet. Buckle up, we've got some good news for you. Every single year, new tools, new training materials, new information comes out about the game of poker, and surely the games have to be drying up, right? Players are getting better, they're getting access to more tools, they're getting access to better training materials, so the game should just be getting tougher and tougher until eventually they cannot be beat. Well, the good news is the average poker player, despite all of these tools and all of these training materials, ends up just having more ways they can make mistakes playing the game of poker. Knowledge and implementation are two different things, and the average poker player, if we're being honest, watches a study video while also watching Netflix, while also looking through social media on their phone. They're not really applying what they're learning. And for every player who has taken advantage of these tools and really bettered themselves and gotten tougher at the game, there's 9 or 10 or 15 or 50 of them who still tilt and punt off their stacks when they take a bad beat, or don't practice bankroll management and play at stakes they shouldn't be playing at, or see something in a training video and then just try to apply it at the worst possible situation. Having played these games for over 20 years, I can tell you they're still very, very soft and very, very biddable at the low to mid stakes. And I know everybody loves to compare poker back to the glory days of pre-Black Friday, but the only real difference between Black Friday and today is there was a little bit more fold equity back then, which led to a lower variance style of poker. But I promise you there are just as many punts by poker players today as there were 12 to 15 years ago, maybe even more. Another significant development when it comes to the value of playing poker, particularly online, is that more poker sites are pulling out of the state of Nevada. Now, from a population standpoint, Nevada is obviously not one of the top states in our country. However, there are a lot of poker professionals that live in Las Vegas, and many of them grind online as well as playing live. But the Nevada Gaming Commission has been getting more and more aggressive with sites and threatening more legal action for sites that they consider to be gray market. We've seen more sites pull out of Nevada, the most recent of which being Global Poker. And this pulls out a significant percentage of the winning players that play on the site, making the site even softer than it was before. Another reason why poker is profitable and may even be more profitable in 2025 is because there is a huge poker boom that's already been going. It really started coming out of COVID and really has not slowed down over the last couple years. But with Club WPT Gold throwing their hat in the ring in the sweepstakes model of offering online poker in the United States and Canada, it is probably only a matter of time before GG Poker, PokerStars, and some of the other major companies in the industry follow suit, which should start a new online wave of poker similar to what we had pre-Black Friday. Now, obviously, I'm speculating a little bit here, but we've already seen records over the last 2 years in attendance and prize pools across tournaments and tournament series all over the country and internationally and abroad. So even without online having a boom, we're seeing huge poker growth that should continue to make your prospects in poker more optimal. But if Club WPT Gold and others even get a small foothold in the United States with their big, robust budgets and their ability to advertise and bring new players into the game, offering satellites on their online clients into these live fields, we could see an explosion and a boom in poker that we unparalleled to anything we've experienced in the last 30 years. Imagine if you started seeing all of the major poker sites across all the social media networks, television abroad, advertising this game we love, accessible in 44, 45 states and Canada. Now, with the ability to funnel people into the live arena through tons and tons of satellites, as well as, of course, the online competitions that'll already be taking place. Now, obviously, I do want to temper expectations. There's always a chance that the laws could change. I know that there are other states that are looking into the sweepstakes model and considering banning it. So maybe things don't come completely to fruition, or maybe we don't get to the ceiling of what these companies could accomplish. We could see a couple of these sites get cold feet and decide to not enter the market just because WPT did. But WPT tends to not attach themselves themselves to anything that's even remotely gray market, I have to believe they feel they have a very ironclad stance and foundation legally in what they're doing. And it takes times for laws to pass and things to change. So I don't expect this to come crashing down overnight. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Rob, yeah, it's great. There's a poker boom. Online might be booming. All of these things are coming. But how does that make it possible to make money in 2025? Well, the bar hasn't changed. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's easy to make money playing poker, that all you have to do is watch a couple training videos and make a few changes to your game, and now you're just going to print money. That's not how it works. Getting to a consistent level of profitability in poker takes a lot of work. It takes time. It takes you reviewing your play. It takes you allowing others to review your play, making changes. It takes you working on all of the things outside of poker when it comes to your mindset and your mental health and your physical health. It really is an entirely encompassing process that you have to integrate into your poker game and be very consistent with. The good news is the vast majority of people really are screwing it up and are unwilling to change or unwilling to get better. Most of them have gym memberships. Yes, they have access to a gym. They may go a couple times a month, but they don't use proper technique. They don't use proper health and fitness. They don't eat the right ways. So they're never actually changing, even though they have access to these things. Which means at the end of the day, if you're willing to outwork the competition and you're willing to do the extra things other people aren't willing to do, yes, it is very possible to still make a living playing poker in 2025. I'm hoping all of you have a wonderful year and reach your goals, whether they are monetary or maybe you have accolades you want to accomplish, or maybe you just want to have more fun playing the game. What do you think about the status of poker heading into 2025? Drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. And as always, make sure you hit that like and hit the subscribe button so you can get notifications when our videos come out 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, here to help you get a little bit better at the game and enjoy the game a lot more. This is my last video of 2024, so see you next year.